Welcome to English Pronounce Pro.
Today we explore a relevant topic.
Is watching English news truly helpful?
We will cover its language learning benefits.
Our previous discussion highlighted this.
We mentioned vocabulary and listening.
Also cultural insights for learners.
This applies to all proficiency levels.
So, what exactly constitutes English news?
That's a vital question for all learners.
Are we talking about TV broadcasts?
Yes, like BBC or CNN, for example.
What about online news platforms?
Definitely, websites offer many choices.
Are newspapers also included here?
Physical and digital newspapers count too.
So, it's any credible English source?
Exactly, anything current and informative.
This broadens our options greatly.
It makes learning more accessible.
Many formats exist for news.
Different styles suit various preferences.
Variety helps keep things fresh.
Indeed, it sustains learner engagement.
One big benefit is vocabulary growth.
News reports use a rich lexicon.
How does this specifically help?
You encounter new words constantly.
Are these words useful in daily life?
They are often academic or formal.
But also relevant to current events?
Yes, relating to politics or economics.
This builds a stronger word bank.
You see words in real context.
That makes them easier to remember.
Definitions often become clearer too.
Repeated exposure helps retention.
It solidifies your understanding over time.
So, vocabulary is a clear win.
Absolutely, it's a foundational advantage.
Moving from words to sounds, how about listening comprehension?
News is excellent for listening practice.
Why is it particularly effective?
You hear natural spoken English.
Is it usually clear and structured?
Yes, often delivered by trained anchors.
This helps understand speech patterns.
It familiarizes you with conversational speed.
Even if the topic is complex?
Your brain adapts to the flow.
Does it improve overall comprehension?
Yes, over time you grasp more.
So, hearing spoken news is key.
It hones your auditory processing skills.
News helps us hear native sounds.
It also offers pronunciation practice potential.
How can watching news help my pronunciation?
You can mimic what you hear.
Should I repeat phrases out loud?
Yes, try to imitate the intonation.
Does this improve my own speech?
It helps you articulate more clearly.
Paying attention to individual sounds?
Notice how words are stressed.
This is valuable for clarity.
It refines your spoken English.
So, active listening and repetition are crucial.
They reinforce correct speech patterns.
This directly impacts your speaking ability.
Yes, improving overall fluency and confidence.
Hearing different voices is important too.
News provides exposure to diverse accents.
Are there many types of accents?
Absolutely, global English varies greatly.
Like British versus American English?
Precisely, and many regional ones too.
This prepares me for real conversations.
You'll understand more people globally.
Some accents are quite challenging.
Exposure helps you adapt over time.
Does it make my ear more flexible?
It truly sharpens your listening ear.
This sounds very practical for travelers.
And for professionals in global settings.
So, accent recognition is a huge plus.
It broadens your linguistic understanding.
We often focus on individual words.
News also shows grammar in real context.
How does grammar appear in news?
You see correct sentence structures.
Are these often complex sentences?
They can be but well formed.
This helps me grasp proper usage.
You observe subject-verb agreement.
And correct tense applications?
Yes, across various news reports.
Does it make rules more intuitive?
It shows how grammar functions naturally.
So, it's not just rote memorization.
You see the rules in action.
This is a practical learning method.
It solidifies your grammatical understanding.
Beyond single words and sentences.
News also aids understanding idioms and phrases.
Idioms can be very tricky for learners.
They often don't translate directly.
How does news help with these?
You hear them in relevant situations.
Can you give an example?
Like sweeping changes or breaking news.
So, I learn their natural usage?
Context makes their meaning clearer.
This adds richness to my English.
You sound more like a native speaker.
Are there many common news idioms?
Yes, many are used repeatedly.
This helps with retention, right?
Absolutely, frequent exposure is powerful.
So, idioms become less daunting.
They integrate naturally into your knowledge.
News isn't just about language.
It also helps in gaining cultural insights.
What kind of cultural insights?
You learn about different societies.
Like traditions or social norms.
Yes, and political systems too.
How does this help my English?
It connects language with context.
Understanding cultural nuances is vital.
It helps you interpret messages correctly.
So, language and culture are linked.
They are deeply intertwined indeed.
This expands my worldview as well.
It fosters global awareness and empathy.
This seems like a broader benefit.
It enhances your overall communication skills.
Beyond just language skills, news helps with staying informed globally.
You become more aware of world events.
This connects language with current affairs.
It makes learning feel more purposeful.
So, I learn English and current events?
Yes, it's a dual-purpose activity.
Does this make the learning process more engaging?
It certainly boosts your motivation.
Knowing what is happening worldwide is important.
It makes you a more informed individual.
This can also spark conversations.
You have topics to discuss with others.
So, it provides practical knowledge.
And enhances your communicative confidence.
This sounds like a strong motivator.
Indeed, it provides a sense of relevance.
Staying informed certainly helps.
It's a great boost for motivation too.
How does news specifically motivate learners?
You see practical language use.
This shows the language is alive.
It's not just from textbooks.
Seeing progress is very encouraging.
You notice your understanding improve.
This pushes me to continue learning.
It makes the effort feel worthwhile.
Does it make the world feel smaller?
It broadens your personal horizons.
So, motivation comes from real-world connection.
Yes, and feeling part of something bigger.
It combats the feeling of isolation.
It helps sustain your learning journey.
To truly benefit, should news be a habit?
Yes, integrating it into daily routine is key.
How can I make it a habit?
Start with small, consistent steps.
Like watching for just 10 minutes?
Precisely, consistency is more important.
Should I pick a specific time?
Yes, create a dedicated news slot.
Maybe during breakfast or my commute.
Those are excellent practical options.
This helps manage my learning time.
It makes it less of a chore.
And more like a natural activity?
It becomes a regular part of life.
So, routine is vital for long-term gain.
It ensures steady and gradual progress.
We need realistic expectations, right?
Absolutely, setting realistic expectations is crucial.
I won't be fluent overnight.
No, it's a journey, not a sprint.
So, immediate gains might be small.
Yes, but long-term gains are significant.
I should focus on consistent effort then?
Exactly, celebrate small improvements.
Don't get discouraged easily.
Patience is a great virtue here.
What if I don't understand everything?
That is perfectly normal for learners.
So, I shouldn't expect perfection?
No, understanding will grow steadily.
This helps maintain motivation over time.
It prevents burnout from high pressure.
How do I choose the right news sources?
Choosing appropriate news sources is vital.
Are some sources better than others?
Yes, look for clarity and objectivity.
Should I avoid highly biased channels?
That's a good strategy for beginners.
So, reputable, well-known outlets?
BBC, NPR, Reuters are good starts.
What about different news formats?
Podcasts, videos, or written articles.
Does a mix work well?
Yes, diversify your exposure methods.
This caters to different learning styles.
It makes the process more engaging.
So, choose wisely and vary sources.
That maximizes your learning potential.
What if standard news is too difficult?
Consider starting with simplified news.
Are there special news programs for learners?
Yes, many websites offer simplified content.
Can you give some examples for this?
VOA Learning English is one example.
And also BBC Learning English?
They both present news at slower paces.
Do they use simpler vocabulary?
Yes, making it easier to follow.
Should I use subtitles at first?
Absolutely, English subtitles are very helpful.
This connects spoken words to text.
It boosts comprehension and recognition.
So, simplified news helps build a foundation.
It's a great stepping stone for beginners.
This sounds like a very practical tip.
It eases you into the news world.
What are the ultimate first steps?
Let's give quick tips for beginners.
Start with simplified news first, right?
Yes, that's the best initial approach.
And use subtitles always?
Definitely, they are your best friend.
Should I watch daily, even briefly?
Yes, consistency builds the habit.
Focus on general understanding, not every word.
Exactly, grasp the main idea initially.
Maybe repeat some phrases?
Mimicry improves your pronunciation.
Are short sessions better than long ones?
Yes, short focus sessions are ideal.
And explore diverse accents slowly?
Gradual exposure helps you adapt.
This sounds like an achievable plan.
It sets you up for long-term success.
So watching English news is truly beneficial.
Absolutely, it's a powerful learning tool.
Thank you for all the helpful advice.
You're very welcome for these insights.
We hope this helps our viewers today.
Keep practicing and keep learning, everyone.
Join us next time on English Pronounce Pro.
For more tips to enhance your English skills.
Goodbye for now.
See you soon.
Welcome back everyone to English Pronounce Pro.
We previously discussed basic benefits.
Yes, like initial vocabulary and listening comprehension.
Today we're moving on to deeper language skills.
How does news help advanced learners then?
It truly refines your overall English abilities.
So beyond just understanding words?
Exactly, it's about mastering complex structures.
What's the first advanced area we'll explore?
Let's start with advanced vocabulary building.
We just discussed basic word acquisition.
News truly elevates your word power.
How does it go beyond simple terms?
News reports use specialized terminology.
Can you give us an example?
Think of economic terms like inflation or fiscal policy.
Not everyday conversational words.
Precisely, they are domain-specific.
And what about nuance in language?
News often uses very precise synonyms.
Like what kind of words? Beyond specific words and their precision, how do we choose channels?
That brings us to practical strategies and common challenges for learners.
What are the first steps for selecting appropriate news sources?
It's crucial to pick reputable and accessible channels first.
Reputable makes sense for content, but accessible for learning?
Yes, look for clear articulation and widely recognized credibility.
Are some sources too advanced for beginners, for instance?
Absolutely. Simpler English news is a better starting point.
Can you give examples of such simplified news options?
Some outlets offer special sections for language learners.
And what defines a reputable channel then?
One with strong editorial standards and fact-checking processes.
How can a learner identify those standards quickly?
Check their About Us page for transparency statements.
Are there specific names you recommend generally?
Broadcasters like BBC Learning English are great.
What about challenges in selecting channels?
The sheer volume of choices can be overwhelming.
And misidentifying credible sources could be an issue?
Precisely. Misinformation is a constant pitfall.
So, source verification is important for learners too.
It certainly is for everyone consuming news.
After selecting a channel, what about news formats?
We should explore differences across broadcast, print, and digital.
How do broadcast news formats differ from print?
Broadcast often uses more visual cues and immediate speech.
And print news, like newspapers or articles?
Print offers deeper written detail and complex sentence structures.
What about the digital formats for news consumption?
Digital combines text, video, and interactive elements.
Does one format benefit language learning more?
It depends on the learner's current skill focus.
If I want listening practice, broadcast is better?
Yes, absolutely. Focus on speech delivery.
For expanding written competence, print materials help.
They provide extensive opportunities for reading comprehension.
What are the challenges with varied formats?
Switching between them requires different mental gears.
Too many visual distractions in digital news, perhaps?
That can certainly be a hurdle for focused learning.
And very dense text in print can feel daunting?
Yes, especially with a strict word count.
So, adapting to each format's demands is key?
Exactly. Learners need flexible comprehension strategies.
Speaking of comprehension, what about using subtitles effectively?
They are a powerful tool, but engagement matters.
How does effective use differ from just having them on?
It means actively processing the written words alongside audio.
So, not just passively reading subtitles?
Correct. Try to anticipate words before reading them.
Should I use English subtitles or my native language?
English subtitles are usually more beneficial for learners.
Even if I miss some content, it's still better?
It reinforces word-sound connections directly.
Are there times when native language subtitles are okay?
Only for very challenging content or concept introduction.
What if I become too reliant on reading them?
That's a common challenge. Try to turn them off sometimes.
So, toggle them on and off for different segments.
Yes, or use them to verify understanding, then re-listen.
Is misinterpreting the captions a potential issue?
Sometimes, auto-generated captions can be inaccurate.
So, cross-referencing with audio for accuracy is wise?
Always. Don't trust them blindly.
Beyond subtitles, what about active listening techniques?
Strategies for focused attention are absolutely vital.
What does focused attention involve exactly?
It means deliberately engaging with the spoken content.
Are there specific techniques learners can try?
Yes. Try to summarize what you've heard mentally.
Even if it's just a sentence or two.
Precisely. It checks your overall comprehension.
What about note-taking during news broadcasts?
That's another excellent way to boost retention.
Should I write down every new word I hear?
Focus on key ideas and unfamiliar phrases, not everything.
How does predictive listening fit into this?
Anticipating the next word or idea improves engagement.
But what if I predict incorrectly frequently?
That's part of the learning process. Keep practicing.
What challenges arise with active listening?
Maintaining consistent concentration is quite hard.
Especially with complex or fast-paced news.
Yes, mental fatigue can set in quickly.
And distractions can easily break that focus.
Absolutely. A quiet environment truly helps.
So, deliberate practice can improve active listening.
Definitely. It's a skill that builds over time.
Speaking of fatigue, how about managing information overload?
Avoiding burnout from too much news is very important.
It can feel like an endless stream of updates.
Indeed, too much can lead to mental exhaustion.
How can learners manage this overwhelming feeling?
Practice selective consumption. Don't try to know everything.
So, curating what you watch or read is key.
Yes, choose specific topics that genuinely interest you.
Are there limits to how much news is healthy?
Set a daily or weekly time limit for yourself.
Like a digital detox from current events sometimes?
Exactly. Step away to prevent anxiety and fatigue.
What are the main challenges of overload?
It can lead to a sense of helplessness or apathy.
And hinder actual language progress, paradoxically?
Yes, if you're too tired to process effectively.
So, balance is crucial for sustainable learning?
Absolutely. Protect your mental well-being.
Sometimes news contains difficult or sensitive topics. How to approach that?
Handling challenging content requires a thoughtful strategy.
What kind of content are we talking about here?
Stories about conflict, tragedy, or social injustice.
Such topics could be emotionally impactful for learners.
They certainly can be. Acknowledge your feelings.
Should learners avoid these stories completely?
Not necessarily, but approach them with care.
What does approaching with care mean specifically?
Ensure you have the necessary contextual understanding first.
So, don't jump into graphic details blindly.
Right. Seek background information to frame the story.
Are there specific challenges with sensitive news?
The emotional toll can be significant for some.
And potentially triggering distress for certain individuals?
Yes, learners should be aware of trigger warnings.
Does it make learning harder if you're upset?
Emotional distress impedes cognitive processing effectively.
So, self-care is part of news consumption.
Absolutely. Know your limits and step away if needed.
Beyond sensitive topics, recognizing journalistic bias is important.
Developing media literacy in English is a critical skill.
What exactly is media literacy in this context?
It's the ability to critically evaluate news sources and content.
How can learners start to identify bias?
Compare different news outlets reporting on the same event.
Look for differences in word choice or emphasis.
Precisely. Also, note what information is omitted.
Are there common types of bias to look out for?
Yes, political, corporate, or even cultural biases exist.
Is it always intentional on the part of the journalists?
Not always. Unconscious bias can also shape reporting.
What are the challenges for a language learner here?
Distinguishing objective fact from opinion is very difficult.
Especially when you're not fully grasping nuances.
Yes, understanding implied meanings can be tricky.
And subtle framing can be easily missed, I imagine?
Definitely. It requires deep analytical reading.
So, media literacy is a higher-level learning goal?
It's advanced but essential for comprehensive understanding.
Moving on, how important is time management for news consumption?
Allocating dedicated study periods is vital for consistency.
How much time should learners set aside for news?
Even 15 to 20 minutes daily can make a huge difference.
Is it better to have short, frequent sessions?
Often yes. It prevents information overload and fatigue.
Should learners integrate news into a study routine?
Absolutely. Treat it like any other learning activity.
Are there specific times that are more effective?
During your peak concentration hours is often best.
What challenges do learners face with time management?
Finding consistent time in a busy schedule is tough.
And sticking to that schedule when other tasks emerge?
Procrastination can easily derail good intentions.
Does feeling overwhelmed contribute to poor time management?
Definitely. It makes it harder to even start.
So, small, scheduled chunks are a good strategy?
Yes, making it a non-negotiable part of your day.
Shifting gears, what about professional vocabulary acquisition from news?
News offers excellent material for career-related terms.
How does that work for specific industries?
You can follow industry news outlets in English.
So, like business news for finance professionals?
Exactly. Or tech news for IT specialists.
Are there specific types of news that are best for this?
Specialized reports, economic updates, and market analyses.
Do these reports contain domain-specific language?
They are rich in technical terms and specialized jargon.
Is this different from general English vocabulary acquisition?
Yes, it targets specific lexical fields relevant to work.
What are the challenges of this specialized learning?
Much of the content can be irrelevant to general learners.
And the terminology can be extremely complex initially?
It requires a high degree of existing knowledge.
So, it's not for early-stage language acquisition?
Usually not. It's more for intermediate to advanced.
And finding appropriate specialized news can be tricky?
Yes, it needs targeted searching and source identification.
Beyond professional growth, how does news aid student-specific benefits?
News significantly helps with academic studies and research.
In what ways does it support academic pursuits?
It provides current events for essay writing and discussions.
So, staying updated helps with classroom debates?
Absolutely, it broadens your perspective on topics.
And for research skills, how is news useful?
It helps identify relevant issues for projects and papers.
Can it provide practical examples for presentations?
Yes, real-world case studies strengthen arguments.
Does it expose students to scholarly discourse in English?
Often, especially when news cites academic experts.
What are the specific challenges for students?
Integrating news without overwhelming academic burden is hard.
And balancing news consumption with coursework demands?
It requires careful prioritization and time budgeting.
Could relying too much on news simplify complex academic topics?
Potentially, as news often provides simplified overviews.
So, it's a starting point, not the sole academic resource?
Precisely. Deep academic work needs diverse sources.
How about general audience improvements? Who benefits?
It enhances everyday English for casual users.
Like improving conversation skills for daily life?
Yes, you gain topics for social interaction and small talk.
Does it make ordinary communication smoother?
Absolutely. You're familiar with current events discussions.
So, less awkward pauses in conversations about the world?
Exactly. It provides shared reference points.
Does it help with understanding different accents or registers?
Exposure to diverse reporters certainly contributes to this.
What are the challenges for a general audience?
Superficial understanding without deeper context can be an issue.
And missing nuanced meanings in casual reports?
Yes, without focused study, some details get lost.
Could it lead to confidently using incorrect information?
That's a risk if critical evaluation isn't applied.
So, even for general use, some effort is needed?
Yes, a little active engagement goes a long way.
Moving on, how can learners avoid repetitive content?
Seeking diverse stories and varied angles is essential.
What happens if you only stick to one news source?
You risk creating an echo chamber of information.
So, limited exposure to different perspectives?
Precisely. It narrows your understanding of global issues.
How can one actively seek out varied angles?
Read international news from multiple countries and regions.
Does that introduce new vocabulary and concepts?
Definitely. You encounter novel information and viewpoints.
What about exploring niche topics within news?
That's a great way to break from mainstream cycles.
Are there specific challenges with this strategy?
It takes effort to actively seek out different sources.
And processing conflicting narratives can be mentally taxing?
Yes, it requires strong analytical capabilities.
Could it lead to confusion rather than clarity?
Potentially, if you don't synthesize information well.
So, deliberate diversification is important then?
Absolutely. It fosters a more complete worldview.
We touched on emotions earlier, but dealing with strong emotions from news.
The emotional impact on learners can be quite significant.
What kind of strong emotions are we talking about?
Anxiety, despair, frustration, or even anger sometimes.
Can these emotions hinder the learning process?
Yes, they can create mental blocks and disengagement.
How should learners cope with these feelings?
Practice self-awareness and acknowledge their presence.
Should they simply avoid all negative news?
Not entirely, but manage exposure and take breaks.
Are there techniques to build resilience to news content?
Focus on solutions-oriented reporting when possible.
What are the specific challenges of emotional impact?
It can lead to overall learning fatigue and reluctance.
And make it hard to focus on the language itself?
Yes, the content overshadows linguistic analysis.
Could it even lead to completely quitting news consumption?
That's a real risk if emotions aren't managed.
So, maintaining mental well-being is vital for learning?
Crucial. It underpins all effective learning endeavors.
How about maintaining consistent effort with news consumption?
Strategies for staying on track are essential for long-term gains.
Why is consistency so challenging for news?
Daily events can be overwhelming, causing lapses.
And motivation can wane over time?
Absolutely, especially with slow incremental progress.
What specific strategies help maintain effort?
Set realistic goals like 15 minutes a day.
And track progress to see how far you've come?
Yes, recognizing small wins boosts ongoing motivation.
Should learners integrate it into a daily habit?
Definitely. Habit formation makes it automatic.
What are the challenges to consistent effort?
Losing momentum after initial enthusiasm is common.
And the feeling that results aren't immediate enough?
Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint.
External factors like busy schedules also contribute?
They make dedicated time allocation difficult to sustain.
So, discipline and perseverance are key here?
Indeed, alongside flexible adjustments when life happens.
To expand on earlier points, seeking varied viewpoints is next.
Broadening understanding through diverse sources is paramount.
Why is a single viewpoint insufficient for learners?
It limits comprehension and promotes a narrow worldview.
So, encountering multiple sources for the same event.
Exactly.
Does this help with critical engagement of information?
Yes, comparing accounts sharpens analytical abilities.
And understanding the complexities of global issues?
It fosters a more balanced and nuanced. It fosters a more balanced and nuanced
understanding of complex global issues.
Exactly.
How does this contribute to future language development?
It's crucial for long-term integration, as we discussed.
So, how do learners best integrate news into learning?
By making it a consistent, ongoing learning habit.
And what about evaluating improvement over time?
That's our first step today, assessing language growth.
What methods work best for tracking language gains?
Self-assessment is incredibly valuable for this.
How does one effectively self-assess?
Keep a language journal, note new words.
So, track vocabulary acquired from news?
Yes, and phrases, noting where you hear them.
What about speaking proficiency or clarity?
Record yourself reading news articles aloud.
And then compare it to original newscasts?
Precisely. Listen for intonation and rhythm.
How often should this benchmarking occur?
Perhaps weekly or bi-weekly for consistency.
What if the progress feels slow?
Focus on small, achievable improvements daily.
Any other informal tracking tips?
Notice increased speaking comfort in conversations.
Moving from tracking, how do we make news a lifelong learning tool?
The key is forming an unbreakable daily routine.
How to establish that consistent routine?
Start small, perhaps 10 minutes each morning.
Then gradually increase the duration?
Yes, build up to longer focus sessions.
What news sources should be prioritized?
Diverse sources prevent monotony and expand perspective.
How to avoid burnout with news consumption?
Vary your core formats. Switch between articles and videos.
Does varying topics help maintain interest?
Absolutely, follow different areas of personal curiosity.
What is the ultimate goal of lifelong news integration?
To develop a sustainable, adaptable learning habit.
So it becomes second nature over time?
Exactly, a natural part of daily information intake.
From personal learning, how does news act as a conversation starter?
Current events provide immediate, relevant topics.
So, it breaks the ice in social settings?
Yes, it facilitates immediate social interaction.
What if you disagree with someone's viewpoint?
It offers opportunities for respectful discourse.
Helping to articulate one's own perspective?
Indeed, you practice expressing nuanced opinions.
Can it improve networking abilities?
Sharing informed views makes you more engaging.
What about connecting with people from other countries?
News offers shared reference points globally.
Does it foster empathy through understanding events?
Yes, by revealing diverse human experiences.
So, it bridges cultural gaps globally as well?
Definitely, news is a window into other societies.
How does it specifically bridge those divides?
It illuminates societal norms, values, and issues.
Preventing misunderstandings or stereotypes.
It deepens cross-cultural understanding and respect.
Are there specific types of news for this?
Features on cultural events or international relations.
Does it build global citizenship?
Yes, by highlighting our interconnectedness as humans.
How to ensure a balanced perspective then?
Seek diverse news sources from various countries.
So, not just local perspectives?
Right, broadens understanding of global context.
Beyond global awareness, how does news aid career advancement?
Staying current with market trends is crucial.
How does that translate into professional gain?
It informs decision-making and provides a competitive advantage.
Can it help with negotiation skills?
Knowing current events strengthens arguments and positions.
What about leadership roles?
Leaders must demonstrate business acumen and foresight.
So, it gives a well-rounded professional development edge.
Exactly, it showcases a broader, informed perspective.
Are there specific sectors where it's most impactful?
Finance, international relations, and marketing, for instance.
Does it help with job interviews?
Discussing current affairs shows engagement and intelligence.
How about connecting to academic research?
News provides up-to-date information for studies.
So, current events for thesis support?
Yes, especially for contemporary research topics.
How can students use it for projects?
It helps identify relevant case studies and examples.
Does it improve research skills?
Yes, by teaching how to synthesize information quickly.
What about specialized terminology in academia?
News exposes you to a wide range of fields.
But how to ensure academic rigor from news?
Cross-reference news with scholarly articles for verification.
So, it's a starting point, not the sole source?
Precisely, it guides further, deeper investigation.
Beyond studies, how does news offer personal enrichment?
It significantly broadens one's intellectual curiosity.
In what ways does it enrich a person?
By exposing you to diverse ideas and worldviews.
Does it aid in self-improvement?
Absolutely, it fuels a lifelong learning approach.
Can it improve critical thinking about daily life?
Yes, by constantly challenging preconceived notions.
What about simply leisure learning?
Engaging with news can be a relaxing mindfulness practice.
So, it's not just for serious study?
It contributes to holistic development and perspective.
Switching gears, what about news documentaries for deeper dives?
They offer in-depth analysis of complex issues.
How do documentaries differ from regular news?
They provide extensive context and narrative structure.
Are they good for visual learning?
Yes, combining visuals with detailed explanations.
What about investigative journalism in documentaries?
They excel at uncovering hidden truths and stories.
Do they help with specific historical context?
Often, yes, exploring the roots of present events.
What's a challenge with long-form content?
They require a significant time management commitment.
But the payoff is deeper understanding?
Indeed, for truly complex global topics.
And news podcasts offer different benefits, right?
They provide excellent auditory processing practice.
So, convenient for learning on the go?
Yes, perfect for commuting or during chores.
How do they enhance active listening skills?
Without visuals, listeners rely purely on sound.
Does this help with voice intonation?
Yes, you pick up on subtle vocal cues.
Can you multitask while listening to them?
Definitely, they offer flexible learning opportunities.
What's the challenge without visuals?
Maintaining focus requires more mental discipline.
But great for portability?
Absolutely, learning anytime, anywhere is a huge advantage.
Moving to interactive news experiences, what are those?
Platforms with quizzes, polls, or comment sections.
How do they make learning dynamic?
They encourage participation and self-testing.
So, not just passively consuming information?
Right, it creates an interactive learning environment.
Can gamification be a part of it?
Yes, challenges and leaderboards boost engagement.
What about the community engagement aspect?
Discussing with others provides immediate feedback loops.
How to ensure reliability in comments?
Choose reputable news sites with moderated forums.
So, it adds a social dimension to news?
It makes learning more social and fun.
And sharing news discussions with others?
This is crucial for practicing verbal expression.
How does it benefit peer learning?
You learn from different interpretations and insights.
Can it improve argumentation skills?
Yes, structuring thoughts and defending positions.
What about understanding different viewpoints?
It fosters shared understanding and empathy.
Are there specific settings for these discussions?
Language exchange groups or online forums work well.
Does it help reinforce vocabulary usage?
Yes, by actively using new terms in conversation.
So, turns passive learning into active practice?
Precisely, transforming consumption into creation.
How can we leverage news with tutors?
Tutors provide personalized feedback on news articles.
On core of pronunciation or grammar mistakes?
Exactly, tailored corrections for specific errors.
So, it's guided practice?
Yes, focused discussion on content and language.
Can tutors help with specialized terminology?
They can clarify complex terms used in reports.
What about cultural nuances in news stories?
Tutors explain context for deeper comprehension.
Does this provide expert mentorship?
Absolutely, accelerating targeted improvement significantly.
How to maximize one-on-one sessions with news?
Prepare questions beforehand about specific articles.
Leading to structured learning?
Yes, making each session highly productive.
Looking ahead, what about setting future language goals?
News viewing naturally opens doors to specialization.
How does it influence new objectives?
You might discover a passion for business news.
Or environmental reporting, for example?
Precisely, leading to advanced proficiency in specific areas.
Does it encourage self-directed learning?
Yes, empowering you to seek out niche topics.
What's the ultimate aspiration for these goals?
To achieve linguistic mastery through continuous engagement.
So, never stop learning with news?
It's about continuous improvement and evolving aspirations.
From future goals, let's reflect on the learning journey.
Acknowledging effort and milestones is important.
Why is self-reflection so crucial?
It helps understand personal growth and challenges.
Does it build resilience during plateaus?
Yes, recognizing plateaus are normal parts of learning.
How can learners maintain perspective?
By reviewing past entries in their language journal.
Seeing how far they've come.
Precisely, fostering a growth mindset always.
What about learning from setbacks?
They offer valuable insights for future strategies.
So, a continuous retrospective analysis?
Exactly. Celebrating perseverance throughout the process.
To wrap up, what's the final actionable advice?
Start small, be consistent, and diversify sources.
So, practical application is key?
Absolutely, integrate news into your daily routine.
What about experimenting with core formats?
Try articles, videos, podcasts, and documentaries.
And engaging with the content actively?
Discuss, quiz yourself, and reflect on what you learn.
So, an iterative process of learning?
Yes, continually adapt and refine your approach.
Are these the best practices for lasting impact?
Indeed, ensuring sustainability in your language journey.
This has been incredibly insightful for our listeners.
We hope everyone finds these tips practical.
English Pronounce Pro is dedicated to your success.
So remember to subscribe and like this video.
Share it with friends also learning English.
And leave your thoughts and questions in the comments.
Your feedback helps us create more valuable content.
Join our community building efforts right here.
Follow us on social media for daily updates.
Thanks for joining us on English Pronounce Pro.
Keep watching English news and keep learning.
See you next time, language learners.